Welcome on in. It's T1D Tuesday. Woo woo. I'm very excited about this one. I say that every week, but it is genuine. I'm not just saying it just because I'm just trying to say it. So thank you for joining me.
Absolutely.
Yes. But Siege, I would love for you to chat a little bit about your connection to type 1 diabetes first, as it's pretty deep and significant.
Yes. So my connections initially starts that my dad was a type 1 diabetic. He was actually diagnosed months before I was born. So he had it my entire life. And
Wow,
then
wait, months before you were born?
yeah,
So literally gets
months before I
diagnosed
was
and
born.
then has a kid.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And it was just before his 21st birthday. So he was 20 when he was diagnosed. I know I watched the advancements throughout my entire life. And then he actually passed away from complications with it back in 2016. The way they described it was that he slipped into a diabetic coma and then just never woke up. So
Oh,
he didn't do a great job of, eating properly, things like that. But
sure.
he was working on it. He had just gotten an insulin pump within a couple years before that. So he
Oh,
was definitely
wow.
making progress, but
Yeah.
he lived by himself, didn't eat properly. So,
Mm.
but
Well, we're
so
so
ever since
sorry, of
then,
course.
yeah,
Yes. It's just so hard to hear stories like that, of course, in this community. Try to do
yeah.
everything we can.
And that's why once I started streaming in 2018, it was late 2018. I was like, I'm going to start trying to do some charity stuff with this. And that's where it kind of kicked off for me. So trying to just make a difference. Nobody else has to go through it.
Yes. No, so admirable. I'm sure he'd be so proud. I think the cool thing about our chat right now is that your Tiltify banner is right behind your head.
Yeah.
Because you hit what milestone?
$10,000.
Yes. Incredible. $10,000 right through T1D, formerly JDRF. So cool. And you do really cool stuff to do it too. Like all your Pokemon content, your tournament, like everything is
Yep.
so much fun. The ones I'm able to see are like so entertaining. You put so much work into them. So kudos to you for all that
Thank
effort. I
you.
mean, we were just chatting too. Do you want to pull up the email of how you got involved with
Yeah.
Breakthrough T1D play?
So it initially started, I did a charity fundraiser myself for American Diabetes Association, March of 2019. Now they don't have any Tiltify. There were no integrations or anything like that.
Right.
I had the donation tracker page open. When there was a donation, I would hit the button on my Steam Deck to pop the alert up on stream.
Wow.
So like I did it all myself. We raised $1,000 that first one. Then in September, I actually got an email from Emily M.
And he has the email.
I have the email here. I found it September 24th, 2019. She emailed, she said, I was working with JDRF. I'm looking for creators to participate. Saw on Twitter that you do charity streams for the American Diabetes Association. So I thought you might be interested. Gave me all this information about when it was. It was November. And that right back, if I'm interested, Dan Connors was going to be at TwitchCon. When I got this email from Emily, I was in the airport going to California for
No
TwitchCon.
way. Oh my
So like it was
God.
perfect timing. I was going out a few days early. I have a buddy that lives out in LA, so we were going to go stay with him and then go down to San Diego for
Oh,
TwitchCon.
wow.
But my wife and I were at the airport when I got this email. So it was just perfect
Perfect
timing.
timing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything. Oh my gosh.
So
Way
then
to
I
go,
followed up
Emily.
with her and met up with Dan Connors at TwitchCon, had a chat with him. And then
Legend.
November, I did my first charity stream. We actually gave away a Nintendo Switch. There was a new Pokemon game that just came out. We gave away a copy of that too. So
God. Seems like so long ago, but it really wasn't
yeah,
that long ago. Like 4
yeah,
years?
2019. So it's been 5 years now.
5 years? Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh. That
but
is
it was
like
just perfect timing.
the awakening of at the time game to give, now play. Like it was
Hmm.
literally when we just started. So you've been here since like the very beginning,
Yeah,
which is so
yeah.
cool. And we have someone in chat, I think, that knows you.
Yes, Zephyr.
Hey,
Yes,
Zephyr. Thanks for
I
being here.
actually Zephyr was at TwitchCon that time too. I was
Oh
telling
my
him all about
God.
meeting up with Dan and how awesome it was and getting to talk
Yeah.
with him. And
Oh my God. Siege is the most average guy I know. Yeah. So,
yeah,
I mean, you were telling me why it's Siege, but why average?
my thought behind that was whenever I was getting into it, I was like, I'm just an average guy that's playing games.
Oh, sure.
So I was like, I'm nothing special, and
It's a good
it's just
name.
average.
It
Yeah. So
works.
then it fits. Being with, JDRF and now Breakthrough T1D, seeing all the advancements, especially the growing in the community, it's been fun to see.
Yes, that can't believe you just said that because I was just going to ask you because you've been a part of
Yeah.
our program since it started,
Hmm.
but also there's been a lot that's happened in the T1D space.
Hmm.
What is something that you're excited about that you've witnessed firsthand?
I mean, even just seeing the people in our community talk about it with the pods and all the different advancements they're having now that makes it easier to track their insulin, their sugar levels, everything. And I think the coolest thing is the people that are type 1 diabetic that during their streams, they'll put the readings up on stream. And I
Yes.
think that's just so cool to show. It's a great way for visibility.
Yes, it really is. And it's not easy to do that. We've been trying to figure out a universal way that everyone could do
Hmm.
that, and there isn't, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, showing it on stream and then being able to see levels change in real time for no apparent
Hmm.
reason. I
Yeah.
mean, that's kind of a good summary of what it's like to be a type 1 diabetic.
Hmm.
Just always kind of challenged with a lot of that. When you witnessed your dad, with type 1 diabetes, what was like a challenge that you saw him kind of have to deal with day to day that maybe other people wouldn't even think about?
So at the time, the one I remember the most frequent was him having to do the insulin shots himself.
Mm.
And then he would do the finger pricks to check his sugar levels.
Ugh.
And he always did the insulin shots in the lower part of his stomach. And the big thing was, of course, he had to watch what he ate, not high sugar foods all the time. And that was a big thing for him. Him and my mom always drank Mountain Dew. He actually ended up moving to Diet Mountain Dew. But
Yeah.
yeah, just some of the things like that. But I just remember his insulin always had to be kept in the fridge, always had to have a place to keep it
In the
cold.
butter container? Butter?
Yeah. Yep. And anytime we went hunting, he had to keep it in a lunchbox with him just in case. And not that we went often, but whenever we would go hunting, we'd spend all day out there. He had to keep it in a lunchbox with an
Right.
ice pack. And
I think what's
um,
crazy to think about is that there are some people that have never had to finger prick. That is pretty crazy to think about.
yeah, it is. Because, I mean, he did it, me and my sister, a couple times just because we wanted to see what it was like. I mean, we
Right.
were kids.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but,
And it's good too, from that perspective, right? Like you guys
mhm,
have this really keen understanding of what type 1 diabetic life is and what to look for too.
mhm,
I mean, I know you're a dad, like I'm
yep.
sure you're like really hyper alert and looking for those
Yeah.
things that could kind of trigger it because obviously it might run in your family. Have you guys
Mhm.
done screening or anything like that?
We haven't yet. Of course, it's on all the forms we fill out
Yeah,
for my son that it's
of
in the
course.
history, it's in
Yeah.
the family. I have a cousin that's also type 1 diabetic.
Oh, okay.
Um, my great grandma was type 1 diabetic. My wife's grandma is diabetic. So, like, it's on both sides for sure.
Diabetes runs in the family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your cousin, how old's your cousin?
He is mid 30s.
Okay. And was he diagnosed younger or
He
older like your
was,
dad?
I think, a teenager.
Okay. Yeah.
I think he was in high school when he found out.
Did your dad and your cousin cross paths?
Yeah, they were pretty
No.
close. My cousin
Okay.
came to my dad for a lot of questions after he
Oh,
found out.
cool. That was what I was gonna ask. Like,
Um,
I'm sure that was a
yeah,
really nice, like, built-in support system,
yeah, for sure.
familial. Yeah, of
So then, of course, it hit my cousin a little bit harder too when my dad did pass from the
course.
complications, and
That's
I'm sure that
scary.
might have been a little bit of a wake up call as well. But
Right, right. Gosh, I can only imagine.
yeah, but it's definitely in the family somewhere. So
Yeah, yeah. That is the interesting part about I don't know, it's just there's so many misconceptions about type 1 that are pretty, like, normal, right? That you
yeah,
get a lot of the time, like, "Oh, you just must not eat well," and et cetera, et
yeah,
cetera. But the running in the family part and how it just can appear so random,
hmm,
can be kind of alarming, in certain instances, at least from my perspective. So I'm like, all of a sudden, out of the blue, you were in your 20s and you got type 1
yep,
and there was nobody else. Like, that's crazy.
yep.
There's
I
gotta
know
be
they
more
said
info.
too, at least what I heard. I don't know if it's still actually true. Is they said it typically tends to skip a generation.
Oh, interesting.
That's what I heard at one point because
Yeah.
we found out later my great grandma had it and then my dad had it.
Right.
So that would have been
Skipping.
skipping a generation. So
Like I did like twins, they say. You have
yeah,
twins every other generation.
yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
I mean, people have to come up with some sort of
Yeah.
logic to the madness, you know?
They
Some
just might
sort
be
of
trying to put a reason behind it or
right,
something,
right, to
but
explain it. And maybe
yeah,
anecdotally that's what it's done. Yeah, I haven't I'm who knows, right? Who
yeah.
knows? Tell us about Pokemon and the average siege cuz like so much of your community is based in Pokemon. I would love to just hear about your passion for it, how long you've been into it. Tell me more about your journey with Pokemon.
So Pokemon and I go way back.
Way
Like
back.
as long as I can remember, first
Yeah.
Pokemon game I had was Pokemon Blue. So
Nice. Oh
from
my
the beginning,
god.
I still have
Yeah.
my original Game Boy Color back here behind me.
Oh, I see
Yeah.
that. Oh, sick. And I see your other
So
Game Boy.
yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
still have most of
That
them.
is a nice
Um,
shelf.
I feel like I need another one now, but I don't have space for
I
it.
know. Isn't that always the problem? There's
Yeah,
not enough space to show off all your sweet Pokemon
yeah.
stuff.
And all my JDRF stuff that I was talking to you about beforehand.
Yes. Yes.
But with me and Pokemon, yeah, it's kind of been a lot of my content. Like I said, the first charity stream I did with JDRF was Pokemon. Just convenient timing that a new game was coming out, and I've played pretty much every Pokemon game at release. So it was just convenient timing. And then I'd gone back and forth with my content throughout the times I've been doing it. I've done Fortnite, I've done other variety and stuff. But Pokemon just felt like the right spot for me to kind of settle in.
Mm.
What did it for me was I had a YouTube video catch some traction, and I think it's up to like 55,000 views or something.
Nice. Wow. What was that
So that
video?
it was just I took the newest game and I was like, hey, this is what the starters look like when they evolve. So that's all it takes, and people will watch it. So especially you get people coming back to Pokemon or kids getting into Pokemon. That's the kind of stuff they search for on YouTube. So
Sure. That makes
mm,
sense.
it was a
Always coming
start.
around for something, some
Yeah,
video.
it was the start, and I've just kind of run with it. My most recent charity event I did, we actually used crowd control with Pokemon, so that was a fun
And it
time.
was good.
Yeah, it was. Zephyr's known to mess with me.
What was the game you played with crowd control?
We did Pokemon Emerald
Oh,
with crowd
Emerald.
control, but we also
Nice.
randomized it, so
Oh,
it was randomized and
oh.
crowd control on top of it.
Talk about Supreme Siege.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh
yeah, it
my
was a lot of
God.
craziness going on there. So
Yeah. Oh gosh. And now you're over
yeah,
10,000 raised. That is insane.
that's
Um,
10,000 just through Tiltify, not counting the
right.
thousand I did before that
Right.
with.
With the American Diabetes
Yeah.
Association. Yeah. Primarily you focus on YouTube. Yeah. Like you
Right
stream to
now,
Twitch too, but
yeah, my primary focus is YouTube, but I have been streaming to both YouTube and Twitch since Twitch lifted their exclusivity. So,
yeah. So that is something I wanted to ask you about because I think you're one of maybe a handful that are more focused on YouTube. As a
mhm.
content creator, like what went into the thought process of making more content for YouTube versus Twitch?
So for me, the big thing, I initially made a big push to YouTube whenever my son was born, just because I couldn't stream as much.
Right.
It was easier to make videos. And then once my YouTube got monetized, it was easier to stream there. With YouTube, you can kind of adjust instead of a sub being 4.99, 5.99, whatever it is on Twitch, you can set whatever you want it to be.
Mm,
So I made mine just 2.99 on YouTube. And then you also have the ads, which I don't know if it's true. I think YouTube has a higher ad rate with that as well. I think you make a little bit more off the ads on YouTube.
mm,
And then also having the streams on YouTube, they're there forever, where
right.
Twitch they'll eventually
You have to highlight
be
it
removed.
or yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So it's
So
really about
that for me is the
longevity
big
and
switch. Yeah.
the the feeling of like Twitch being more about being live versus
Hmm.
being able to have content that kind of lives
Yeah, it was
forever.
hard to grow on Twitch when I wasn't streaming
Mm-hmm.
because, like I said, with my son being born and didn't have 3-4 hours to dedicate at a
You
time.
didn't?
So
What?
yeah, it's so crazy. I couldn't
It's
dedicate 4 hours
crazy.
with a newborn, like. But it was easy to sit down, record a video for a half hour, an hour, and then come back and edit it later and put that on YouTube. So
Right, right. An ongoing project versus having to click live and do all
mhm.
the before and after. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that that makes a lot of sense, especially being able to set your own price
Mhm.
for subs and other things like that. That makes a lot of sense.
The big thing I started doing recently is streaming two streams on YouTube, because then I'll do one regular stream and then one or one vertical for like the
Yeah.
shorts. Yeah, I've started doing those as
Oh yeah,
well.
vertical streams. Got Zephyr.
So
Yeah,
vertical streams
diversifying
for
is so
me
important. Agreed.
have been a good reach for sure.
Ah, okay. Wow, getting us. What are your other tips? This is becoming a T1D Tuesday tips stream.
Hey, I'm happy to give tips, especially if it helps grow the community and everybody in it.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I love
uh,
that though. Do you feel overwhelmed with all the choice and option, or is it something that you feel like you can find where you need to be? That's something that comes easier to you.
so it was a little overwhelming at first, especially because I have people that only watch on Twitch, so they want more interaction on Twitch, but me wanting to focus more on
On YouTube.
YouTube, I I'm not putting really any time into my Twitch. I click go live on Twitch and
Yeah.
that's about it.
Yeah.
For me, it's been the YouTube. I've really looked and setting up the vertical streams so those go well. Because for me, the vertical streams can get 1,000 to 2,000 views per stream.
Wow. That's way more than Twitch for
Um,
you for
yeah,
yeah, normal. Yeah.
and even my regular stream on YouTube, the vertical one is so many more views. My regular one on YouTube, I'll get like 50 views, and I'll get like 30 views here and there on Twitch. But the
Wow.
vertical on YouTube is, I can hit a few hundred no problem. So I have two YouTube chats, the Twitch chat, and then whenever I stream on TikTok, I have to have that as a completely separate chat.
Because it can't
Um,
be put together into
I
one.
didn't have a way
Yeah.
to integrate it.
Oh wow.
And then sometimes the bot I was using to combine all those, because I stream later at night, they'll hit their quota for the day and it'll just stop working for YouTube. So then I have three chat windows
Oh
open
my
on
God.
my
See
computer. So
that seems overwhelming to me. I don't
yeah.
like just the chat part of it because you want to be into your chat. It's why you're here and why you're streaming.
I mean, I think I do a pretty good job. Zephyr would be able to give you a better idea because he's usually the one in chat.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, it's been at times a lot, but it's definitely rewarding as well because I've seen people come back more frequently.
Ah, interesting. Zephyr, that's a great summary that you just provided to chat. Twitch has the best reach for live streaming. TikTok can be a bit more niche. YouTube is the A plus premier for videos. It makes sense. Yeah. It's unfortunate that there isn't one that can be for all of them.
Yeah.
Like
And
you
Nuke's
have
talking
to
about
do all
getting more
these.
monitors. I
Oh
have
my
three
God.
monitors set up.
Okay, that is a great question. How many monitors? You have 3 right now?
I have three right now in front of
How
me.
big are they?
17-inch monitors,
Oh
roughly
God.
21-inch
Okay.
monitors.
Decent
So it's not too
size.
bad. Yeah.
3 of them. Do you feel like you need another?
I do. I
Yeah.
actually, the one on my left is vertical.
Yeah.
That's where I keep like my Discord, my audio
Yeah.
mixer and stuff.
That's what I have.
Uh,
I have my
yeah.
yep, I only have
And then
2.
I have the two horizontal. So
Oh my God.
I usually keep like the OBS and the chat on one and then the actual game on the other. So
I feel like as soon as you get more than 1 monitor, you're like, how many can we do here? Like, I could
yeah.
do 4
Yeah,
easily.
easily. I have another
Easily.
one. I actually thought about setting up, but I was like, I don't have any room on my
Oh,
desk
that
for
right
it.
there.
So
That is gigantic.
well, that's a TV.
Oh,
There's
that's a
another one that
TV?
I moved. Yeah,
Oh, but still.
there
How big
was
is the
one
other
sitting
one?
there though. It's the same as my vertical one
Okay.
here.
Got it. So you could do 2, 2, and then vertical, vertical?
I could do something like that.
Oh my
I
God.
would love to get it like mounted up higher for chat
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
have chat dedicated to one, but
Yeah. I've seen that in some. But Pokemon, so I see you have a ton of like Pikachus behind
yeah.
you. Like, what are your favorite? Okay, first of all, what's your favorite Pokemon game?
My favorite Pokemon game. I've been asked this a lot lately, and
Yeah.
it's such
And
a
you have,
tough answer for me. Um, I mean,
I'm gonna make you do it.
I really enjoy the newest ones because they're so open world. I know they have their
Yeah.
issues. But for me, it's still the ones on the GameCube, Pokemon Coliseum. I've actually been debating
Ooh.
playing it again. I have my GameCube sitting here. I could stream it, and I
Nice.
haven't yet, but
Oh God, you should stream that.
yeah,
Oh, I would watch that. That is like
I've been
such a
debating it.
throwback. Anything GameCube, I'm like, I feel like I never see that content anymore at all. Like I was seeing it randomly, I feel like in like 2020. I would see like
Mhm.
people streaming more from their old consoles and stuff. Oh, so
Zephyr said
cool.
Crystal's his favorite. I got it right here. This is the one
Oh.
I'm currently playing on stream.
Another question I had for you about kind of Pokemon is because when you're creating your YouTube videos, right? How do you come up with the topic that you want to cover, especially when it's like related to Pokemon? I feel like there's so many different things that you could be streaming about or talking about with Pokemon.
Yeah, there's a lot with Pokemon. I have kind of three areas I'm focusing on right now with my Pokemon content. The main one, as I said, the video that initially took off, I'm
Yeah.
just showing how you can find and evolve every Pokemon in the game.
Right.
And each one gets their own video. And
Those are
then
smart
with,
videos to make too, because you're right. Like people are always looking for like, how
yeah,
do I do this quick? Yeah.
and if with YouTube, you can hit the Google algorithm, like the Google algorithm. So
Oh,
if you go and search that on
sure.
Google, my video will be one of the first ones listed.
Nice.
Um,
Way to find that need
and
and like put
yeah,
yourself in there. That's
yeah,
great.
yeah. You got to have that SEO in there with your tags
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Oh, heck yes.
And then with Crystal that I just showed, I'm currently doing a challenge that I made up myself. I'm sure people have done similar, but
Yeah.
I'm doing a Nuzlocke on a bunch of different Pokemon games in a row. And when I move from one game to another, I can't use any of the Pokemon that I used on the previous game. So I just had to make it a little bit harder for myself.
Of course.
Um,
Of
and
course.
then the last avenue is just shiny hunting, finding shiny
Shiny
Pokemon.
hunting is something that I'm like, it's crazy how many people watch shiny hunting. Because it's like just over and over and over and over again. Like, I'm sure you know
Yeah.
Virtually Marty in
Yep.
our community. That's generally what she does for
Yep.
charity streaming. Like, I don't have the patience. I don't have the patience. I'm like, oh my God, you've been doing this for days and you haven't found one.
I will say I've not done any hunts that have been quite that long that she's done, but I've
She does
seen where
crazy
people do that.
hunts.
Yeah.
And then obviously the payoff is huge.
Oh, absolutely.
But like, wow, like what an investment of time and energy. Like, oh my God, I'm like tired watching you shiny hunt. Like this is so I'd be
It
so
can be
frustrated.
exhausting
I'd be
and
so
just tiring
frustrated.
just staring at it.
Yeah. Don't you have like 3K catches for the current shiny you're hunting?
There is one that I'm over like 3,000 on right now.
Which
Yeah.
one?
But Arceus.
Oh, wow. Over
But
3,000?
yeah, it's just a casual hunt I do here and there. I haven't
Yeah.
fully dedicated to it yet, but
Like other people's casual hobby of like, oh, I'm
yeah.
gonna browse Instagram reels. I'm gonna go hunt.
Yeah. Well, I also thought about getting into like the competitive battling, and
Ooh.
I looked into it and I'm like, I just feel like I'm already so far behind with this
Yeah.
that I don't know where to start.
Right. Oh God. I can only imagine. That's why I'm always so impressed by people who are focused on like Pokemon, like gaming, streaming, like all of that,
Hmm.
because there's so much that you can do. And I feel like I'd be overwhelmed on coming up with like creative ideas to make my content or what I'm doing stand out over someone else. And you just do such a good job of that.
Yeah. And
So
then, as I mentioned during our chat beforehand, I want to
yeah.
get a little table here
Yeah.
because then I've also been buying Pokemon cards again
Ooh,
lately.
look how
So
fresh that is. Oh my
it's still
God.
sealed, not even open yet. I
Yeah.
just got it this weekend.
Oh
So,
my God. Wow. So do you have, when you're planning your content, do you
mhm.
have like a calendar or like a timeline or like, or you look one of those people like you're laying in bed like, oh, this would be great. I'm gonna write this down quick. Like, how do you decide what you're gonna be doing?
I will lay in bed and write down
Yeah.
ideas. I'll message Zephyr ideas at like 2 o'clock in the
Oh,
morning, like,
really?
hey, remind
It's
me
like your
about
sounding
this, or I'm
board.
gonna put this here. Yeah. I'll use it to store my thoughts too. Like, hey, I'm
Yeah.
thinking about this. I'm gonna put this here so I don't forget.
Right. I saw a
Right
creator that
now,
has their own Discord just for their thoughts.
oh, I have a Discord channel in my
Yeah.
Discord that
Just for
nobody else
your
can
thought.
see.
Yeah. That's so smart.
Yeah.
We're
I just
both
have a
new
secret channel.
dada, so we
Yeah.
react really late sometimes. Relatable.
Yeah.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, right now my plan is I've been doing my Nuzlocke challenge
Hmm.
for, I would say, like the first 2/3 of stream.
Yeah.
And then after about hour two, I'll do shiny hunting just to end stream, chill out. And
And do you feel like that time, the switch between topics, like that's like a good sweet spot for you?
for me, I've been testing it for about a week and it
Yeah.
seems to be working good.
Yeah.
And then, finding the shinies also gives me the shorts content, the TikTok content on top
Right.
of on top of whatever happens in the Nuzlocke
So
run. So
smart. Smart. Wow. This is not that I didn't think, I just didn't think this chat would go this way and I love it. I'm here for it. Are you one of those people that you just get really focused and you can just kind of push through and do it, or do you have any other things that kind of challenge you while you're trying to create your content?
at times I can focus like that. Um, for me, it's been one, having a couple people around me that also do content that help
Yeah.
push me.
Like Zephyr
And
and
then Zephyr, and then I have another friend, Slipshock, who I also talk to a ton about streaming and content.
That's
And
so
then for
good.
me, it's lately been seeing some of the growth, especially with doing my Nuzlocke run. I'm now in the second game in my challenge, attempt number 8. So like I've been through a lot of attempts, and I have people coming back always in chat. But I recently had a couple people in chat tell me that I'm underrated, which I
Not
felt
average.
was no, they said I'm underrated and like remember them when I blow up. And I'm like, this feels weird. Like, I don't know how to respond to that.
Thank
Like,
you. Yeah.
yeah, I thank you, I guess. I don't
Zephyr
know.
did say you are very humble. You're married, obviously,
Yes.
you're almost 2 kids. How long have you guys been together?
We got together, it's been 10 years, 10.5 years we've been together.
Oh, so
Um,
she had met your dad.
yes.
Oh, that's so
At
great.
one point we were living with my dad.
Ah, okay. Were you helping take care of him too? Like
Yeah,
his
it
type
helped
one?
because she would make dinner. So
So she had
we
to be
made sure that he
aware.
always ate dinner. Yeah.
That's huge.
And he complimented, she made one time, it was cheeseburger soup.
That
And he
sounds
was
good,
like, I've had a lot of
actually.
cheeseburger soup in my life, but nothing like this. Like hers was just so good. So
He's had a lot of
yeah, that's what he said.
Oh my god, I love that. I can't say I've ever had cheeseburger soup, but now I want cheeseburger soup. It's like fall cozy.
Yeah, that's she made it a couple weeks ago, or as it started to
Oh.
cool off a little bit. So
Is this like her famous recipe, her cheeseburger soup? Like people know
I
her
think
for
she
it?
found it on Google. So
Oh, so I need to find this similar
yeah,
Google.
there was actually one of the neighbors, whenever my dad passed, brought over this dish. It was chicken stuffed shells.
Ooh,
And it was so good.
that sounds
Actually, I think I
amazing.
have a video on my YouTube of us making it. Like it's
Yum.
chicken and stuffing and chicken. I think it's chicken. I don't know if it's chicken, like the condensed chicken for like the
Yeah.
make it a little bit thicker and is
Wow.
really good.
Well, my question to you is why are you not posting this in the Discord
I can
under
find that
food
one
and bev?
easily,
Please
but
post it.
this video is years ago.
We need it. We need it. You're like, I just know that you'll always be able to find it, especially after you found that
Yep.
email from Emily. So
Oh yeah.
you keep everything.
I'm not saying it's organized, but
Eh.
I have it together.
That is something my husband always is like, you delete everything. So then as soon as he's like, oh, see, I don't delete things. Watch while I pull this up. I was like, great, good for you. Your life is chaos. I don't want that. If
It's
you're new here,
stovetop
chat,
stuffing, mayonnaise, chicken, cream of chicken soup, water, and then the shells. That's
that's
it.
everything.
Yep.
That you just need the mayonnaise and the cream of chicken. Like that'll be
Yeah.
good no matter what. Love a mayo. Love a mayo. I'm a Midwest
Which is
girly,
funny. I don't
so
like mayo. So
you don't?
no, I'm a
Oh
very picky
no.
eater.
Are you?
I'm very picky.
So you don't like mayonnaise. What are
No.
other things that people love that you don't like?
The only condiment I ever use is barbecue sauce.
I think something I do want to ask you about type 1 diabetes, if you don't mind me
Hmm.
asking, especially, in reference to your dad and obviously seeing it firsthand, someone that you love go through the struggles of having type 1. Um, is there something you think you or your dad would like, I guess too, if your dad was still here, right? And he had the tech and things were working out, what do you think he would say to his like younger self being just diagnosed with type 1? Like what would he tell himself, in dealing with all the challenges that he had to?
He would probably just tell himself to take better care of himself. He had smoked for a long time, so like it was not a good spot to be in. He always told me he had issues with his feet as well. He always had to be extra careful with his feet. So just taking better care of yourself.
That is, because I feel like just listening about your dad and,
Hmm.
he was granted, like you said, he didn't take as good care, but he was trying. And that's
Hmm.
really all you can do
Yeah, like I said, toward the
ultimately.
end, it was definitely better. He had quit smoking.
Yeah.
Um, he had gotten an insulin pump. Like he was making progress,
Yeah.
but
I mean, it's sometimes too, it's like some of that stuff comes a little late, And I
yeah.
think too, who was I? There was someone I was chatting with about it because somebody in their family also has it, but they're older and they've done things a certain way for so long that they don't want to
Hmm.
change what they've been doing, even though there might be a better way of doing it, which is totally fair. Cause like
Yeah.
my dad is deaf. Well, like he has this genetic disease and he could get cochlear implants that could potentially help a lot of his hearing, and he's so scared of doing it because he doesn't want to lose his hearing, the little hearing that he
Mhm.
does have. 'Cause he's had a hearing aid for forever. So I kind of understand that too, but it's also like you just want the best for the person you love, and you just
Yeah.
want them to do it on their own. So I
That's
can
what I
only
think my
imagine
dad was
too.
hesitant for a long time with the pumps
Yeah,
whenever they first came out and everything.
right.
But he did eventually give in to it. He went and got it checked out, got it set up, and
Yeah. That's gotta be overwhelming too, at that stage in your life,
mhm.
having to manage this thing that's apparently gonna take the place of you. That's like, people's hesitance, like self-driving cars and
Yep.
things, because it's like, there's no way that this could do it and know what I need
Mhm.
in that way. Well, I'm sure that your dad would be so proud of you. I mean, I can only imagine. I
Yeah.
obviously don't know him very well, or I've only known him through you, but all the work that you've been doing for this, I mean,
Yep.
gosh, that's so crazy,
And
and just
I
to see it
actually
firsthand.
my Twitch bot is his online name that he always
Wait,
used.
really?
Yeah.
What is it?
Big Dog,
Big
two
dog?
G's, and it was DAWG.
Oh, I love that. Oh, what a great way to honor
And
him. He's
then it
always
was Big
there.
Dog 802 because his birthday was August 2nd. So,
That is so
and he's the one that
precious.
got me into
I'm gonna
gaming.
cry. What are you doing? That is so precious. Oh
Yeah.
my. Is it is it difficult to talk about your dad, or are you at a point where
Um,
you're
for me, it's always been better for me to talk about it.
yeah,
Um, I know whenever it first happened, my sister and my uncle both just they preferred not to.
yeah,
Whereas my grandma and I, we felt better if we talked about it, talked
right.
about him, and remembered all the good times and stuff. So I know it's easier for my sister now. I think she still has times where it's difficult, but
Almost 8 years,
mhm,
or 8
it's been 8
years?
years. It's
Ah,
been 8.5 years.
wow.
So
Somebody said something about grief, like, it never really goes away. It just
no.
you just kind of out of tears about
Hmm.
it. I was like, "Oh, that it's heartbreaking." I
And
can
for me,
appreciate
there's
it.
a second wave that came through now that I have kids that I think about all the stuff
Oh,
that
because
he's
he's
missing
not
out
meeting your
on. But
kids. Yeah,
yeah,
that's really tough.
but
Do
I
you
just remember all the good times with us gaming and stuff. So
Oh, yeah. Big Dog 802. I'm
yep.
gonna think about that forever now. I mean, if there's anything that we do here, it's this stuff, like having this conversation with you
Hmm.
and just thinking about the ways that we can help other people in honor of those we've lost is just so
Yep.
impactful. So I am truly so grateful for you and everything that you do for Breakthrough T1D. It's just tremendous. We're very lucky
My
to
dad
have
got
you.
me into gaming.
Yeah.
My senior project in high school, him and I built a computer together. He had gone to
What?
school for computers. So
You built a computer?
yeah.
Oh
Yep.
my
That was
god.
my senior project in high school. Was we built the computer, we had it functioning, and then I gamed on it for a couple years before I upgraded
Wow.
it
Do
and
you
made
still have
changes
it?
to it. I do still have it. It's set up over here as an extra now. I got a new one a couple years ago, but
Oh my god. Does it
I've
still
done
work?
upgrades to it. It does. It's a little
He's
outdated now, but it does still work.
That is so cool that you've held on to all that stuff.
Hmm.
That's so important. I love
Yeah,
that.
as I said, I have a lot of stuff sitting around.
Yeah. You just don't know where to put with it because you
Yeah,
run out of
exactly.
space. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I see only a little bit of blank space around
Yeah.
you. Not much
Like I
more
said,
can
maybe a
fit.
table here, eventually
Yeah.
my YouTube play button, maybe, but
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. The YouTube play button, you mentioned that before. Is that something you get from YouTube or?
they they'll send you a play button from YouTube whenever you're hitting a certain subscriber number.
Oh, what is that number?
The first one is 100,000, which
Oh.
is a ways off. I'm only at like 2,700,
Oh,
but
only 27.
yeah, it's still a lot of people if you
That's a
think about it.
lot of
But
people. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a
yeah,
lot of people. Wow. You are so humble. Zephyr was right. You are absolutely humble. Supreme Siege.
yeah.
Petition to change name to Supreme Siege. I'm gonna start a little petition online.
And then just because we talked about it before and it's still laying here, the
Yes,
thank yous we got.
please. Oh,
This is
these
the
warm
first
my
one I got from
heart.
Sally.
Oh, I love
This
them
one was
so
from,
much.
I don't remember which one this one was.
I
And then
love
this is
seeing
the most recent
these.
one.
Chat, have you
This one was
received
from
them? Do you
Clarissa.
like them? Sally, yes, Sally's the best. Seriously, whenever we tell kids that we work with people who game and stream, it is the coolest thing that they can only imagine. And like the fact that they are seeing people that also are affected by type 1 and like the impact that they're making as type 1 diabetics, it's so cool. Like, talk about representation for kids and like being inspired. So like the work that you do, Siege, and all of our community, like kids are so inspired by that. We love that. It's so
I
cool to
actually
see.
just found out. I posted in the Discord. I found out there's a walk near me in
Yes.
like 2 weeks
Right.
that I just recently found out was happening.
Oh,
So
epic. Yeah.
I was like, I might have to
You
set
might
some
have to
time aside and go over there.
you
And
might have to check it out. Yeah. I think
that was my plan. I think that's 2 weeks, the 20th. It's a
20th.
Sunday.
Yeah, the
Mm,
walks are so I mean, the great thing about a walk is that anyone can do it and there's no, you can
hmm.
easily just go and kind of hang out and get a feel for it
Yeah.
and meet other people. We have sometimes a presence at these walks as Breakthrough T1D play, and we have like iPads there where people can play some of our Roblox or and learn more about Animal Crossing because we have a world in Animal Crossing, and just get more involved in what we're doing with representation and gaming because games are the best. Let's be honest.
Another thing that brings everyone together, food and games.
Yes, food and games. Yes. But again, I just want to highlight like you've done so much for Breakthrough T1D Siege, and
Mhm.
when you blow up, hopefully you remember us.
Oh, I'm bringing you guys with me. That's the whole thing. That's when
No,
I
we're
saw
so
my most
grateful.
recent growth was during the charity event.
Oh, you
So
did? Oh, that
I
makes
was
me very
streaming more
happy.
different hours.
Yeah,
So I saw more people
different
coming
people
in.
coming in.
I was like, I just got to keep going with this. It's gonna take off at some point. So
I love it. Well, we're rooting for you. And if there's anything we can ever do, like let us know. But again, thank you for chatting with me today for a very special
absolutely.
T1D Tuesday. This was perfect. Basically, you could watch this back and there are like a million different topics that we cover.